Zirkzee becomes the 22nd player to score on his debut for Manchester United, an important goal because it is the one that wins the opening match of the season for them. 1-0 the final score against Fulham. He is the match winner. Let's hear from him now. Here's Joshua Zirkzee.
Joshua, you were brought on to make an impact in this match just past the hour mark, and you did that in some style.
Yeah. To win here in my first home game and to grab a goal is, couldn't be better.
To grab a goal in the manner in which you did, late on, but also in front of the Stretford end as well.
Yeah, I've been told that it's one of the best feelings here at Man United, so I'm just very thankful and blessed that I could experience it in my first game, of course. So yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
Okay, you've been told it's a good feeling. Tell us what that feeling then is like, or are the emotions in your head right now just so busy?
It's a bit busy, but end of the day we got the win, and that's all we wanted. That's all the fans deserve. So to have this as an extra is just beautiful. I can't really explain the feeling. It's just very nice.
What's the feeling been like then since you came here to Manchester United?
Yeah, it's great. The squad is very, very nice. I feel very warm here, and it's a great team. We want to achieve something great. It's just been amazing. It's been a dream actually. But just taking it in day by day and just work hard and that's it.
Taking it in day by day. What did the manager say to you before this match? Did you have an idea you were going to come on?
Just bringing energy. Help the team as much as possible. Just that.
And what has he said about the season as a whole, as a new player coming in? What has he said to you?
Nothing too specific. I mean, Manchester is a huge club, so you should always strive for the best. That includes day by day just giving 100%, and that's the plan.
I'm kind of feeling it's all the good vibes with you right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no negative vibes after a game like this, so it's just all good vibes.
But the thing is, all good vibes. You got a good goal as well in front of the Stretford end, all the memories that you can make, and you've also bagged yourself player of the match.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, good feeling. That's very nice. It's gonna come on top of the shelf at home.
Top of the shelf. Good debut as well. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Nice. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I'll say that was a good debut. 26 minutes in a Manchester United shirt, and he's already on the score sheet. Player of the match, though?
Well, probably not, but he had the biggest impact on the game. That's the most important thing. I thought Bruno was Man United's best player. I thought actually Mazraoui had a good debut, actually, at right back. I thought he played pretty well. So, but when you get a big moment like that, you score a big goal right at the end, I think it often sways kind of the man of the match award. But that just shows you that Zirkzee, he's ready for this stage. Comes on, he's confident. And it's a huge moment for Man United. Need a goal scorer. Struggled to score goals last season. Bernd mentioned about Højlund. He's got great attributes, but he's more clinical in front of goal. Looks like Zirkzee got 11 in the Serie A last season. Looks like he might be in the right place at the right time for a few of those this season.
What did you like most about him?
As I said before, asking the ball. Just give me the ball. It shows confidence, but also it shows you sometimes how football works. You score one goal, you're man of the match. Obviously, the goals are most important, but in this case, I agree with Owen, probably Casemiro or Bruno Fernandes deserved it more than him. But football, it is sometimes like this. You score a goal, you're man of the match. A lot of work to be done yet for him. As I can see from the interview, he was very shy in a way, so he's still finding his footing around the club, probably. But he's in the box, he's attacking the ball, he's asking for the ball. It's a good start for him, so he'll be probably buzzing. Ruud will be buzzing as well, probably telling him what he did right or wrong, so he'll be ready for the next game.
It was a night of missed chances. Up to that point, they needed someone to be clinical.
Yeah, and what I thought he did well, and there was talk about this is what he did previously, he likes to come into midfield, so when teams are sitting back and it's hard to break down, which I thought Man United struggled with tonight against the defence of Fulham, he comes into midfield, helps that creativity, and then finds a gap that he did for the goal. So I think that'll be key when teams sit a little bit deeper. He might be really key. When teams are a bit higher, I think Højlund might be the player then to stretch and run in behind. But it's a good option. And at the end of the day, he came on. They were struggling in that final third. He come on and got the winner, and 1-0, great start.
Let's have a look at the goal and leave it up to the three of you to tell me what he did right here.
First of all, the turn from Bruno is amazing. It's brilliant, and it's what helps create the goal. And credit Zirkzee. Watch him in the middle of the picture there. He's with Bassi there. He just drops off. And he knows where the space is. Good little turn there, play it out wide, and then get in the box. Garnacho had a huge impact on the game. Again, Casemiro sets it up. Whether it's a bit lucky, I don't think so. I think he means it. But this turn from Bruno is brilliant. And again, if you film, you got to foul. You just have to foul. But Bruno is just so smart. He just has a great feel for what it needs. Yeah. And, the top players decide games, Berba.
Exactly what you said. The turn from Bruno is the key. Then asking for the ball from Zirkzee, showing confidence, going into the box. Now, does he meant it to do it like this? Probably yes, because sometimes you need an ugly touch to the ball to get an ugly goal, but important one. Here it is. I think he meant it. He meant it. Just take the ball.
I think there's also a shout out for Marcus Rashford. I don't know whether we can play the first clip again, because that space that Zirkzee gets in the pocket is because Marcus Rashford ran in behind and stretched the back line to give him that. So I actually think, watching it back again, we see it in here now, obviously brilliant turn from Bruno, but I just want you to watch Rashford here now, sprinting away there, makes him drop those spaces in as well. I think at the top right, everyone's made the spaces open up for him and he has to take them, granted, and then McTominay here distracts him and he can jump in. So I actually think there's a lot of good play from Man United as a whole to give him that space as well. So I think overall it's an impressive goal.
And also knowing when to attack, because at this late stage of the game as well, sometimes teams get tired. You leave a lot of space for the opposition to attack, so you need to know exact moment where to strike as well. Overall, it was okay goal in my book.
Yeah.
Still plenty more to be wished from the whole team, but that's what he wanted, 3 points.
We can't score as pretty goals as you scored. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to get a
ugly goal.
You're hard to please, aren't you?
Well, he's saying okay in his book.
Goal.
Let's take a little bit more of a technical look at the finish. And you're going to talk us through it as we check it out one more time. This is the Joshua Zirkzee goal, the technicalities of the finish.
Of hitting the ball, making the contact with the ball. Well, it's just, I think it's just, I will touch the ball, hit the ball, and what happened. A bit afraid of the defender as well, because you can see his posture, position of the body, like he's going to hit me or no. I just put my foot there.
Oh, he's going to get smashed.
Yeah, exactly. But in the end of the day, I think it was enough contact to get the ball inside of the goal. And you see Ruth buzzing as well, because he wants to see the attacker doing well. And he's going to be telling them after the game, and maybe tomorrow in the training session, what you did right, what you did wrong. That's what you want to see. Smiles all the way around.
Yeah, they'll be absolutely buzzing at Old Trafford. Got 3 points to start the season. There were moments, certainly in the build-up, which is exactly what Erik ten Hag would have wanted to see from his team.
You just have to find a way to win games. Man United lost 14 games last season. 14. And finished 8th. That's crazy. With that group of players and the money that they spent. So find a way. Look, today wasn't vintage, but it doesn't always have to be. You just got to find a way, be brave, especially at the end of the game. Be brave and play forward. That's why I love Bruno, because Bruno, whether you love him or not, he takes risks. He plays with risk to try and win games. And I just thought Bruno had a huge impact. And I think Ten Hag would be absolutely delighted at the fact they could win the game.
We go back to Old Trafford now, because we got more post-match reactions, this time from the visiting side. Fulham hears their goalkeeper, Bernd Leno.
Bernd, before Manchester United scored that goal, you were going to be player of the match. That's football, isn't it?
Yeah, that's football. It's about one action, it's about details, and I think tonight the details made a difference.
What was the difference then? Obviously the impact substitution that was made, and he came on obviously to make that difference, but you were so close to keeping that clean sheet.
Yeah, I think we were very close. I think at the end of the game, or the last 15-20 minutes, we lost a little bit the control of the game. I think it was too much up and down, and I think the manager said as well that we have to keep control, we have to keep the emotions under control, and we couldn't do that. So yeah, as I said, it was too emotional, and United, they came to a couple of chances, and unfortunately they scored at the end.
What do you put that down to, though? Because you started the first half brightly, and also the same again in the second half.
Yes, as you said, I think we kept many times of the game the ball under control. Of course, they had a couple of chances, but United, they have individual quality, and you can't keep them under control for 90 minutes. And I think at the end probably we went too much all in. We tried to win that game like last season, and at the end they punished us.
Karen, we just heard there he was in line for player of the match if the game had finished goalless. Thoughts on his performance tonight?
I mean, his saves against Bruno, he made 3 or 4 really, really key saves coming out, and the angles were quite tight, and I was saying to Berba, should they have dinked it? But you were like, no, he was on great form tonight, and he will just be devastated to concede in the 87th minute, but there's nothing he could do. His overall performance was excellent.
Yeah, I feel sad for him, though. He was great in this game, but then that touch from Zirkzee, nothing you can do. Probably he's going to go home thinking, man.
Going forward, though, for Fulham as well, talking about wasteful, that's exactly what they were in attack. Owen, let's look at some of the opportunities that they had.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't think they really created enough. They looked really good in transition and counter-attack. This opportunity from Andres Pereira, that is the worst pass. I mean, Harry does brilliant, to be fair, just to delay him, but he shouldn't even be allowed to win that. 2v1, that's easy stuff normally for such a good player like Pereira. They had moments, and most of them were in transition. I mean, Traore, when he gets in this space, you think everybody's in trouble. But again, it's a dreadful ball. I mean, Carney tries to save it. Great way to pass. Can he maybe cut it back there for Iwobi? Yeah. They had moments, but Lisandro Martínez with a brilliant challenge. I think Marco Silva will be proud of the way they played today, Fulham. They showed real courage like they did last season. But I think at the top of the pitch, they lacked a bit of that end product.
Yeah, decision-making. This is the difference. Sometimes when you play big teams like United is, then when you have 2 or 3 chances in transition, counter-attacking football, this is where you need to make better chances. And some of the chances they created, it had better decision to be made from the players, they will score. But in the end of the day, that's the difference sometimes between big teams really and small teams.
Before the match kicked off in the build-up, we were talking about Casemiro and how he probably needed to have an improved season. He's made a good start, do you think?
I thought that was my only thing, was that counter-attacking stuff. But actually, he did everything perfect tonight, and they didn't get punished on the counter-attack, and that's not necessarily down to him. But his passing, I mean, he's the highest player up there. The weight of pass was exceptional tonight. Of course, we spoke about Leno and his saves. This one again, the vision, the weight. No one has to really move in their, out of their stride. Look, he's always been a threat on set pieces. And
love this one. Ooh.
Yeah. But the thing is, you're thinking about Casemiro. We said at the start of the show about, his defensiveness, stop counters, stop shots. Everything here is attacking forward, attacking midfield, right?
Which is great, because this is another dimension of his game. And something that the team will need going forward. So in this game, as I said, I think man of the match probably was him, because he was covering the whole pitch and asking for the ball, supporting. So tiredness all day long for him.
Oh, Casemiro, he was cooking today, honestly. He was so good. I love the way he played. He looks a little bit fitter. Obviously, it was a difficult season for him. I mean, literally, he's everywhere.
Look at this, yeah.
Honestly, he was really, really good. That midfield balance is going to be a big thing. But with Kobe, smart enough to know if Casemiro goes, I'll drop in. Mason Mount struggled today. Obviously, need to get him a little bit of confidence, get him some reps. But I just thought the team looked different when Garnacho came on. But it's amazing to see Casemiro play like Real Madrid Casemiro. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, Casemiro with 81 touches there, and as you mentioned, all over the pitch, really. He certainly, in the first 45 minutes, was their creator-in-chief, too. You just love some of the vision that he had tonight.
Yeah, and he was higher, a lot higher, which I think Berba made a great point. He likes to play forward, which is really important. Sir Alex used to always go on about that. When you win the ball, play forward. And I just thought it was unlucky that Bruno, didn't really take the chances that came to him.
Who else stood out for you tonight?
Well, mainly him. And, of course, Bruno Fernandes as well. Me, from a point of ex-attacking player, I always watch and try to judge the attacking players. But today, for example, Marco Rashford needs to do more. Mason Mount needs to do more. Garnacho needs to do more. Zirkzee had a good goal. Of course, he's going to get more minutes as well going forward. Rasmus when he's coming back. If we need to talk about Garnacho, for example, who is really attacking, the guy who needs to attack the defenders, sometimes the only thing he's missing so far, because he's so young, is to pick his head up and see where the other players are in a better position. And this is going to help his game going forward. So sometimes he needs to release the ball at the right moment. Other than that, as I said, this game is going to be quick forgotten. 3 points, good. Let's prepare for the next one.
What about you, Karen? Who stood out for you tonight?
We've just spoken about the players who stood out, so I don't want to say the same stuff. The one thing I think is most important for Man United is the clean sheet. We can talk about the attacking half. At the end of the day, if you don't keep a clean sheet, you don't get a result, period. So I think for them that was really, really important. I thought the block from Maguire at the end, in that 2v1, an important moment in the game. Not sure about his dive in the first half, but we'll let that go, move on from that. But I thought the clean sheet was, especially at home, you have to build a fortress at home, and that clean sheet's really important.
But at the same time, when you play, let's say, City, Arsenal, if you leave spaces like this for counter-attacking football, then they will punish you. So they need to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. The clean sheet critical as well for Manchester United, and they win 1-0, leaving it late, 3 minutes from time. We're going to go back to Old Trafford now and speak live to a man who just 32 days ago won the Copa America, and now he's back in Premier League action. And we're going to hear from him because United have started with 3 points. They got the goal from one of the new signings. They got a clean sheet as well. Lisandro Martínez, your thoughts on the victory tonight and starting the Premier League with 3 points. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, first game, 3 points. That's the most important thing. We should kill the game today. We create many chances, but I'm happy with the 3 points. And yeah, that's the good start.
Was there a big sense of relief when Zirkzee eventually scored the goal that won it tonight?
Excuse me?
Was there a big sense of relief? Because, as you said, so many chances, 87 minutes, the goal comes. Were you and your teammates really relieved?
Yeah, we showed the patience. We've been there in the game. So that's a good point for our team. Like I said, we should score the chance, but the good thing is, again, 3 points. The more goals will come, and still we have to improve. We know that we didn't do everything 100%, but yeah, we are happy with the results.
Lisandro, what's been the main focus for you guys in the pre-season to set you up for the rest of the season in the Premier League?
Few players we came late in the pre-season, but still we are improving a lot. I think we are growing up as a team. We have to improve more, I think.
And then, of course, we've talked about the goal. We've talked about getting the goal, the opportunities. What about the clean sheet? That must be such a huge point of pride for you and your teammates as well.
Well, that's a goal as well for us. We work a lot for that, to give to our attackers security. As a defender, as a centre-back, we want our attacker with confidence, no just only defending. No, they have to put in their mind that they have to attack, they have to score goal, that we want to be there for them.
And then just tell us a little bit more about the new players coming into the side. We saw one of them score a critical goal tonight. We also saw Mazraoui in action, De Ligt. Give us some insight into what they bring to the team.
Well, I'm not surprised about them. I know them very well. Knows his quality with the ball, without the ball, defending. He's an unbelievable player. Matag as well, with big personality in the back, with good communication, with no fear, always going in front to the duels. Joshua, you see, one chance is one goal. So that's me when I said about big players. So, and that's a message for everyone, no? They came and 1-2 weeks they are ready, and they show us the big impact.
Lisandro, thank you so much for your time. Great to have you joining us tonight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Lisandro Martínez just talking to us about Manchester United's first win of the season. It came courtesy of a Zirkzee goal, 1-0. That means Fulham head back to London with no points after the opening game. Let's hear from their manager. Here's Marco Silva.
Marco, I guess the emotion right now is just frustration.
Yes, it's really tough for us to lose this game the way we lost, really. The game at different moments. I think we started really well, clear the way we wanted and creating some good moments. I think the first two dangerous moments, they were clear from ourselves. The first one we should have scored, a very good counter-attack from us. Clear different positions in the box to attack, and it's a chance for us to score that counter-attack from Adam on the right-hand side. And after the 20-25 minutes, good reaction from Man United. And of course, we first 20 minutes, the first half, they were better than us. We adjust some things at half-time, and the second half much better, in my opinion. I think we did control the game better. We played far from our box as well, much more far. The way you pressed them a little bit, much more higher our block. And we had our chance when you play against Man United again, and we have moments 2 against 1, clear, with Andreas and Alex. 4 against 2 in some moments of the game, and we have to punish them. We have to create more clear chances and to score, because we had so many moments, and we were punished in the end of the game. And when the game became completely broken, a little bit crazy game, if I can say, in this way, and we should have keep playing in our way. We should have not let the game to go in that direction, because we don't want let them to take risk and let them to be broken from themselves, not for us. Okay, it's emotional, the game, the spaces they were there and the plays they tried, but you try to rush many times when it was not necessary for us, but it's what it is. It's a good game from ourselves with different moments, and for sure we didn't get the points that probably I think we deserve as well.
So job done for Manchester United. They can enjoy the rest of the weekend's Premier League action, because there is plenty of it. A host of games kicking off at 3 p.m. on Saturday here in the UK, including Arsenal against Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Newcastle and Southampton. West Ham, Aston Villa rounds out Saturday's action. Moving on to Sunday, it's the champions who are aiming for 5 in a row. They start at Chelsea. It's Maresca versus Guardiola. Monday, Leicester City back in the top flight, and they take on Tottenham to get their campaign underway. The action starts on Saturday at lunchtime in the UK, though. With Liverpool under new manager Arne Slot, they travel to Ipswich. The Tractor Boys are back.